I went to an ATM today, and the previous person's receipt was still in there, and they had $400,000 in their checking account. What the fuck, man? Like, I looked at that receipt the same way I would look at, like, Shaq's feet. I was just like, God damn, if that's the size of his checking, just imagine the size of his savings, dude. Probably pretty big. You have 400K just ready to go? You have 400K soft, bro? I have $87 rock hard. It's not going well, dude. Women don't like it when you have a micro balance, you know? I do have a girlfriend now. My girlfriend is Chinese, and I've noticed that whenever I tell men my girlfriend is Asian, they tell me if they're attracted to Asian women, which is an insane reflex. Like, I was talking to this guy, I was like, yeah, my girlfriend's Chinese, and he goes, Asians don't really do it for me. I was just like, yeah, I wasn't offering. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? There's also some shit that I didn't realize would be an issue. Like, she has a dog, and she got the dog a body harness that just says the dog's name on it. It just says Maggie Wang across the dog's body, which is cute. The only problem is if I walk the dog alone, it looks like I just decided to make her Chinese. It's not a good look. People see me walking the dog, and they're like, why is your dog Chinese? And I have to be like, no, my girlfriend's Chinese. And they're like, the dog is your girlfriend? What the fuck are you doing to this dog, bro? I've been traveling a bit. I was on a flight recently. I was watching this movie, Black Klansman, great Spike Lee movie about a black police officer infiltrating the KKK, right? And the guy next to me was this French black dude, and he was very intently watching my screen. So I was like, you know what? Let me do him a favor. Turn on the subtitles so he can follow along. And right when I turned on the subtitles, a KKK member said the N-word about 47 times. And this guy looked at me like, what the fuck are you watching? And so I panicked, and I turned the subtitles off. So to this guy, it just looked like I was like, yeah, that part's for you. Hope you enjoyed that, I guess. And then I just had to sit there for 4 more hours. I was like, I'm watching Django Unchained next if you want to get on that too. You know? Yeah, I am Indian. A lot of Indians in America are kind of insecure about being Indian, so they either decide to act white or black. Sometimes it's white, but sometimes. You meet an Indian dude who owns like 7 Allen Iverson jerseys and prays to Drake and just exclusively dances like this. He's just like Billy Joel is playing and you're just like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? But yeah, when you see that, it's me. What's up? Yeah, no, in high school I started off trying to act black. It did not take. Like, my big thing was that in high school I would just say random rap lyrics as if they in any way applied to myself. Like, I was walking down the hallway once and I was just like, I got a Glock 40 in my coat. In a school. And our campus police officer was standing 5 feet away. And he just looks at me and he's like, I think we'll be okay. Not too worried. You got a fucking Nerf gun, buddy? I'm from the South originally. My parents still live there. They're pretty conservative. So whenever I've been living in New York for a while, so whenever I go down, I try to like educate them on issues and stuff. Like last time I was down there, I showed my mom this movie Moonlight, Oscar-winning movie about gay men, right? I asked my mom what she thought about it afterwards, and she was like, honestly, I loved it because I know it's just a movie. I was like, you know that wasn't Jurassic Park, right? Like, these are not extinct. They walk among us. Like, I live in Brooklyn. Half my neighbors are Triceratops. And the other half are Tricerabottoms, dude. It's a lot of long necks and deep throats, you know? It's a good time. I am an actor. One of my biggest inspirations as an actor is Peter Dinklage. He's a little person who's on Game of Thrones, right? I really admire him because even when he was really struggling, he refused to audition for roles that demeaned him, like leprechauns and elves, which I thought was awesome. The coolest part was that I read about it while I was waiting to audition for a terrorist. So. Yeah. I auditioned for the same show 3 times. The first time was for a terrorist. The second time was also for a terrorist. And the third time was for a software engineer who became a terrorist, which was a bit of a hat on a hat, you know? And like, I moved to New York about 10 years ago, and when I was about to move there, my aunt came to visit me. And my aunt lives in Malaysia, and there's actually another Twin Towers in Malaysia. And so when she came to visit me, she brought me a shirt with a picture of those Twin Towers on it. And she was like, here, wear this when you go to New York. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't dance in the end zone like that. I'll wait. And like, I'm not saying I look like a terrorist. I'm just saying if I wore a shirt with the Twin Towers on, I'd look like I'm doing a fucking victory lap, dude. I can't. Which, like, obviously, in retrospect, I should have worn that shirt to all my auditions, you know. But any other situation, it's not going to go great, and I get it. Sometimes you got to judge a book, you know. I guess. Like, if I saw a white guy wearing a Blue Lives Matter shirt, I'd be like, all right, we're probably not going to be friends, you know. If I see a white woman wearing a Live, Laugh, Love shirt, I'm like, all right, she has Chardonnay for breakfast, you know. If I see another white guy wearing a New England Patriots jersey, then I'm like, all right, his Blue Lives Matter shirt's in the wash, you know? It's just... I was taking the train earlier. I saw a homeless dude jerking off. Not to brag. Dude, I don't know what to do when I see a homeless dude jerking off in like a public space, because they don't have a private space, right? So where are they going to go? But sometimes you'll see a homeless dude jerk off in public, in private, where they're just like this. And everyone's just looking at him like, what a gentleman, dude. Look at this guy. Thinking about all of us, you know? But the guy I saw today, you know, not a feminist. We pulled up to the station. He's across the platform doing his thing. He looks right at me, pulls his shirt down to cover his dick, and goes, shh. I was like, all right, I'm dying in 7 days. I've seen this movie, you know? There's only one girl on the train, and everyone's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened. Are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm okay. Fuck that guy. But here's how fucked up I am. My first instinct was to be like, I'm pretty sure he was looking at me, all right? He doesn't have a lazy eye or anything. I've been fucking working out. I shaved. That's my boner, dude. It was like a real underdog story. I was like, 9 times out of 10, this is yours, but this time I earned it, all right? I appreciate the laughter. That's nice. Helps my self-confidence. It's nice. Because like I'm legit insecure about my laugh. My friends make fun of it all the time. Like they'll just they say it's loud and annoying to the point where they'll just ask me to laugh on command. They'll just be like, yo, do the laugh. And I'm like, I can't just do the laugh. It won't be real. You have to say something funny, you know? Like that'd be like if I was in bed with my girlfriend and I was like, yo, do the orgasm. Come on, for me, you know? She'd be like, I can't just do the orgasm. It won't be real. You have to leave the room, you know? It's just... Damn, does someone believe me? That's sad. I am probably going to propose pretty soon, which is exciting. Thank you. And I wanted to be a surprise, obviously, when I do it, right? So I was looking up how to get her ring size without her knowing. And the top result was like, oh, here's what you do. Tie a string around her finger. That way, when you take it off, it'll be pretty close to the actual size. I was like, how the fuck is she not going to know what I'm doing? Like, I'm not fitting her for a yo-yo, you know? Like, there's no way I'm going to... So I asked one of my friends who already got engaged, I was like, how did you get your fiance's ring size? And he was like, oh, I just took one of the rings she already has and used that for the size. I was like, fuck, that's good. Didn't think of that. So I was like, all right, let me do that. So I took one of my girlfriend's rings to get the size, but it didn't fit, because turns out her finger is a different size than her nipple. So that's crazy.